Hello, and welcome to the first ever episode of Tales of Midfel. We've been building up this campaign for a little while, and this is the first session and the first episode of this official campaign set in my homebrew world of Eldred, set in the mainland of Midfel. And we're just going to get straight into it. Don't jump into it. Spring is always a busy time for any market in Midfel, but this is especially the case for the market in the courtyard of the town of Rhodes. The yellow spring sun shines high on the many stalls and crowds surrounding the fountain. The tall stone fountain stands in the centre of the courtyard and the very town of Rhodes itself, marking the centre of the 4 roads which carve their way through the town. Each road marking a point, almost as if designed like a compass. Merchants of all kinds gather to sell their wares in Rhodes, some having travelled as far as the southern coast or the northern wetlands. And the town people of Rhodes are no different, being from all over Midfel and its neighbouring lands. And so it is in this very market square that we begin our tale. From the southern walkway, a young man steps into the courtyard. Josh, if you'd be able to describe your character briefly for us.
About 5'4", quite young, white hair, red lines down his face, come across his eyes. Quite timid. Literally looks like quite a little young lad, to be fair. Carrying around a massive greatsword around with him.
The smells of the stalls are the first thing that you notice, Josh, and also if you'd be able to give us your character name for us as well.
Tiberius.
Yeah, Tiberius. The smells of the stalls are the very first thing that you notice as you step into the courtyard. The smell of fresh bread, exotic spices that you've never even smelt before, and salty fish enrich your nostrils as you walk through the marketplace. The second thing that you notice is the noise. Stall owners shouting all around, selling their goods and trying to entice other buyers. It just overtakes any sound that could possibly enter this space. And there are many buildings that take up the courtyard that circle the market. There's the bakery, which has its own stall just outside the shop, selling its own goods. Another shop stands outside. It stands out with its foggy windows, which are a mix of unusual shades of like greens and creams and reds. And just past them, you can see jars of sweets towered by the window shelf, quite high. Its sign on next to the door reads "The Dragon's Treasure." The largest building in the courtyard reads the Crossing Paths Tavern, and above its large front door, and that's what it reads above its large wooden door. Even though it's midday, it already sounds busy and near full inside the tavern.
Okay.
Directly next to it stands a tall building with rose-red windowsills and door and fogged-up windows. The sign above the door reads the Bouquet Hotel. The only building that seems empty is a smaller building, with a sign above its door reading the Hog and Hammer Forge. So, what do you wish to do entering this marketplace for the first time ever?
Don't really know, to be fair. Is there an age limit on getting an ale in?
If it is, it's very low.
Okay, right, okay. I might make my way towards the tavern.
Okay.
Kind of just get the idea of kind of the people that are in the area.
Okay, that's fine. So you enter the tavern. As I say, it sounded busy, and as soon as you open the door, the barrage of noise and sort of drunken sound there's just a wave as you open up the door, and the smell as well. You can definitely smell the ale in this place coming from it. And you enter up, and it's an absolute mix of people, like people all across Midfel. You notice that there's obviously the standard villager, fairly pale-skinned, but then there's the more olive-skinned people of Raelia who have sort of mixed with Midfelian culture over hundreds of years. But there's also exotic races. There you can notice a few dwarves, dragonborn, even a couple of half-elves over in the corner. But 2 people sat at a table definitely pick up your notice. No 2 people really like them in this tavern. Tom and Charlie, if you'd like to describe your characters for us, please.
one seat in the table. It almost seems to be sort of this small child, about 5 foot tall, sort of wearing these black robes and a hood, and something sort of sticking out of the front of the hood, protruding from the front, sitting quite quietly, both of its hands sort of put together underneath the table.
Okay.
I'm a big, tall, furry, got a
Big tall furry.
horns, with a minotaur,
Oh, cool. Okay.
some scars,
I think we've got someone with strength.
and yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
No.
Have I noticed the attention, or as in like, have they spotted me, or is it just a case of I'm just glancing and looking the same direction as I am?
They seem to be keeping to themselves and sort of talking amongst themselves at the moment. They've not noticed you
Okay.
quite yet.
Okay, cool.
You've not only just really stepped through the door. You've not really done anything as of yet. You just glanced around the room and noticed these two unusual figures over by their end table.
Cool, that's fine. I'll head towards the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Are there seats at the bar, or is it a case of bar and
Standing kind of bar, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to the bar, please.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So walking through this tavern, and compared to the tavern back home where you're from, it is huge, like almost like 5 times the size, and it is a long room as well. And in the very centre of it, on the stone wall, you can see this large like fireplace, this large hearth that looks like, if it's at the moment it's just embers. It's quite warm in here anyway, with the amount of people, but you can imagine that on a winter's day. This lit could very, very easily, with enough firewood, could easily warm this entire space, even though it is quite large. Yes, you walk up to the bar. You're welcomed by a maid. What? Rosa, what can I do get for you?
Yes, hi. Can I get a like a large water, please? And have you got like a bowl, an empty bowl?
Water. Yes, of course, that's fine. It's not the cleanest, but I can fetch something. Okay. She's away for half a minute before she comes back with like a large wooden bowl and bringing you a large tankard of water as well. There you go, sir. Anything else I can get for you?
That's it, thank you.
Okay, well, feel free to find space where you can. We're quite busy today, but if you can find space, feel free to sit down, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
And welcome to the Crossing Paths Tavern.
I appreciate it.
And she, as soon as she's smiled and nodded at you, she's off already serving someone else. It's a very, very busy day.
Is there any quiet corner, or is it all completely packed?
Not completely packed. There are some small spaces where there's a seat that you can sit down. Yeah, it depends on whether you want to.
Yeah, can I try and find a seat far away from any kind of ruckus? Just kind of be by myself.
Yeah, easily enough. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of eyes going on at the moment, and there's a lot of people moving around at the moment in the tavern. But it's fairly easy because they mostly seem fairly, tipsy. So it's easy enough to find space over in the corner where you're by yourself.
I'll have a bit of a swig of water, and then I will kind of with my tank kind of get another bite out, and then open my satchel and just pour some water.
Little mouth pops from your cloak, and just little tongue splits out and just gathers up some of the water, sips at it. But then hearing like a sudden noise, like falling over a chair and a sudden ruckus, it slinks back in.
Okay. Don't worry, little one, it's okay. I'm with you. And I'll just again stay there for a little bit, just get comfy. I'm quite knackered after a long walk.
Okay. Over to you two. You two want to do anything in particular? I sat at this tavern.
So, I'm going to gather some courage. I'm going to pull my hood down, and as you do, you sort of see this sort of bird head, but instead of being one colour feathers, it's sort of rainbow all the way down, all different colours. They sort of seem to sparkle in sort of the light that's is it light outside windows.
Yes, yeah, it's midday currently at the
sort of
moment.
sparkles in the
So
light like that. And I make my way over to the bar.
Oh, hello, little fella. Are you all right?
please.
She's taken aback by this sort of gruff voice that's coming out of this little figure. Of course. And she just sort of keeps an eye on you as she...
Could you make it large as well, please?
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
Right, okay. And she goes away for half a second, comes back with a large tankard of water and just plonks it on the bar. There you go, sir. That will be just a copper piece just for that. Thank you.
Sort of little pack up my waist. Thank you, love. And then take the water and waddle back to the table, place it on, then hop back on.
She just stares where you were standing for a second and then just... and just wanders away. Charlie, your character want to do anything?
I'm going to head to the bar.
Head to the bar, okay. Head to the bar soon after. This towering, hulking figure, large horns. Heading over to the bar. What do you want to do?
We got any rum?
All choice characters are the same, aren't they?
Yes, we do have rum. Any particular type? She's looking up at you directly at the moment.
Strong.
Easily done.
I was really hoping we'd all be like milk drinkers. I thought that would be great.
She goes off for a second and brings like a stumpy glass and just fills it with this dark rum. For that'll be about 5 copper, please.
Give her a gold.
Baller over here.
I don't understand
The
foreign
first
currency.
Whatever this is, you have it.
She just slides you over the bottle with you paying that. There you go. With that money, not necessary, but with that money, you can have the bottle if you wish, as well as another.
There's 4 more.
Pulls out another bottle
Double
of
bottle,
dark liquid and just sets it down and just lets you have it.
Cheers, love. Take it and go sit down.
Right, okay. So, as you guys are sort of enjoying your drinks and just trying to keep an eye out and going about your business, we're gonna...
Oh, no, I wanted to... Is there anyone that looks like they'd be here to enforce any kind of law?
There we go.
It's starting.
It's already started, man.
Just wondering.
We're going rogue. How long did that last?
It's not...
we've only been recording for about 12 minutes, so...
Nice, new record.
Yeah, I know. So, the guard's tower and the guard's keep is not a stone's throw away from the actual marketplace itself. In terms of guard presence in this tavern, seems to be none currently.
Puts knife away.
Okay, so as you guys sort of go about your business in the tavern, if you want to do anything else, please let me know. But otherwise, we're going to go over to Benmore's character.
Just before we do, what's the time frame for this? How long ago, in terms of the actual session, was my first one?
I would say it's been about not even 3 days since what happened.
That sounds like it's traumatic.
Comes in.
Isn't it always?
It's all crying. Just having him murdered and taken in by druids.
Was also a big hat.
He's lost his hand.
I'm a rogue that's also a dolphin.
I've been dragged into a pool of booze.
I've been in the Sarlacc pit for years.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to go over to Benmore's character. So currently, at this point in the day, you are stacking up and refilling the jars in the shop. Belwyn comes over to you.
Lad, are you sure that you want to be here today?
I think it'll take my mind off it a bit. I reckon it's for the best that I'm here.
Because it's not even... I know you were close to him. And I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to have a bit of a day. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to be here.
I think it'll make it worse if I just spend all my days in bed.
Okay, that's fine then.
Tragic backstory.
If that's okay for you.
Okay, that's fine. Just finish up what you're doing, and then I'll come over to you in a second.
So you finish up what you're doing. There's only a couple more jars to finish up. and you go back to over to her by a little stand near the door.
Oh, God. My toy's killing me. Would you be able to go over to Paths and just grab me a small tankard of something? Just something cold. I don't mind what it is. That'd be okay.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, such a sweet boy. Sweet boy.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced my character, have I?
You haven't yet. They've not seen you.
Yeah, they haven't.
So
I've got it written down, baby! In a really stupid way. Because half of it's at the fucking top and half of it's at the bottom. Alright, so my boy...
yeah. So as you walk into the door, a small figure
Yeah.
and enters into the tavern. You're the only.
I'm
yeah,
a
you're the.
literal child.
You're the only big
I'm a
boy.
literal child.
I'm nearly 8.
I'm
You're
willing to bet I'm
5.
the youngest here.
Well, no, you probably
That's my boy. My boy's 5'1".
Come on.
We are all small.
We are all small.
5'6", 5'1", how tall are you?
Just 5 foot.
5 foot, and then you're a Minotaur, yeah.
7'10".
Like this, like,
He's just like my dad.
Daddy, please, no, Daddy, please.
He's just carrying around these 3 kids with him.
Oh god, it's gonna be like Daddy Daycare, isn't it?
Oh my god, yeah.
You're Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
You're Eddie Murphy, right?
this is absolutely flawless. I couldn't have asked for a better party.
We're definitely gonna have to rename the series Daddy Daycare. Aren't we?
Daddy Keegan.
Depends how bad it gets.
Just a few gang stars we've been adopted by our foster mother.
Okay.
So my boy is a little blue tiefling with horns that kind of spiral a little bit like a gazelle's do. His right one has been jaggedly cut a little bit, so it's about like an inch or 2 smaller than his left one, and kind of leaves a bit of a mark. He's got a little bit of a freckles that appears on his face, just kind of by his cheeks. And his clothes are just the raggediest shit you've ever seen. Just like torn shorts, a t-shirt that's muddy as hell, and it's got a hole on the left side because he forgot he had horns one day.
You stupid.
And that is what he looks like.
Love that.
Stupid.
Stupid.
I think this might be my highest intelligence character as well. They're still dumb. Don't expect any more from me.
As you sort of walked into the tavern, it is noisy as usual. The noise kind of dies down for a second as everyone sort of like looks to see who's come in, but then it continues. You two over by the table obviously see this figure come in, but overhearing the pair of gentlemen speaking fairly close by you, you hear them talking. It's a mighty shame what happened to that boy. Yeah. Another one says, yeah, really is. I don't think his father's going to be the same since. Or ever, really.
It's a mighty shame what happened to that boy.
Looks over. Are you listening to us?
John Marston. Listen to us.
Listening?
You making fun of me? You best keep that little beak shut before I shut it for you.
Big shot.
You keep an eye on your friend here before he gets himself in trouble.
Oh, do, mate.
Just looking down on him.
All right. He sits back down, goes back to his business.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And Benoit, your character sort of overhears some like a dwarven gentleman, and at the moment he's like talking about as being the local, the Wizard's Tower, that sort of towers above roads. Quite a mysterious landmark and also a mysterious figure that lives there. And the dwarven figure's sort of talking to like a little group that's like listening to him at the moment.
I hear that in that tower there's all strange experiments going on. All a matter of demonic and twisted rituals and beings all living in that tower. And our Lord over to the east is more than happy to have him living here. Disgusting, I see. Absolutely disgusting.
But you overhear what they're saying. But what do you do? Head to the bar?
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the bar.
Okay.
Avoid Malala Moody, do you know what I mean? Get her in.
Don't screw with anyone who looks weird.
Barney Cakes Jr.
Don't make eye contact with anyone who looks shady and is drinking at midday.
There's that kind of accent and all.
Just head down.
D&D and for life.
I'll give you all the best life lessons here because I've made all those mistakes.
Hashtag life lessons.
Yeah, you're probably gonna learn some life lessons while we're here, guys.
Not ones you should follow.
No.
Okay, so you head over to the bar, and the barmaid welcomes you. Oh, hey there, Rabbit. How are you doing?
Hey, I need something cold for.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely fine. She goes over, pours a small ale. There, that should be cold enough. That'll just be a copper. If that's all right.
Did she give me money now?
I think
I
you've got
quickly,
some on
yeah, I
you.
could quickly rifle through my pockets.
Yeah, you've got a couple of copper that you've managed to find easily enough.
Sweet.
Oh, did you say she?
What?
Did she give you copper?
Yeah, the
Oh, God.
Yeah, the Dragonborn is a female, the one who runs the shop.
Female?
Yeah.
Did you not get that by the voice?
No.
That's excellent.
No, I didn't get that by the voice. I could not tell.
I mean, it is a Dragonborn. They are like reptiles, so.
And they do have a sore throat.
Well, apparently they all do, don't we?
Yeah, she's like a black... Okay, to be fair, if you could breathe fire, you'd have a sore throat. True.
All I do is spit fire.
I really do want to play a Dragonborn bard. That's just
Nice. That's definitely a meme that would happen.
Okay, yeah, so she hands you over the small ale, you pay with a copper.
It's okay for me to take this out, right?
Yeah, sure it is, kid. I won't tell anyone.
Thank you. And I just kind of waddle out, still clutching over it.
Yeah.
Still mildly keeping it hidden.
So you head towards the door, and you guys see that this small figure just sort of come in and out, is quickly heading to the door. As soon as you as soon as you reach it, the door just bursts open, and
In my face?
no, not in your
You're making dex save.
not
Smack the small child on upon entering an establishment.
no, not in your face, but you have to like take a step back. You see it coming just in a split second. You have to step back and making sure not to spill the ale. And towering over you, but standing before you, is this not very tall figure, but tall enough to stand tower over you. But it's Marhin, the dwarf, the father to Elrith, the blacksmith. He bursts in and like storms and stomps it into the tavern.
Hi.
Who took him? Who took my son? I know it was one of yous. Playing some sort of joke on the old dwarf who's lost his boy. Think you're all funny, do you? Looking around like madly. This dwarf is bright ginger with a few streaks of grey growing through his hair, but his eyes at the moment are filled with fury, and his voice bellows and silences the tavern. He goes over to the bar and like slams his fist down. Where's my boy? Barmaid sort of like cowers back away from the bar. What are you talking about, Marin? Your boy's been buried. Don't you fucking lie to me. I've been to his grave this morning. Not an hour ago. He's not there. Someone took his body, someone buried it up. And I want to know who the fuck did it.
That's right, we weren't getting paid anyway.
The barmaid just like puts her hand gently on his. Marin, no one here would have taken your boy. You know that. We're very sorry for you and your loss. Please just calm down and tell me what's happened. He sits down and you all over here.
I'm gonna walk up to him and try and like wordlessly comfort him.
You put your hand sort of on sort of his back and pat him gently. Well, he's sitting, so it's easier for you to do so now. You're not like. He is a dwarf, but he is stocky. He is stocky, yeah, and he is above 5 foot. I went to put flowers on his grave this morning, replace the ones I put the other day. And his grave was empty. It had been emptied, it had been buried up, and his body had been taken. I don't know what happened. I stormed over here as soon as I saw it. I'm sorry for shouting at everyone. Oh, God. What am I gonna do? He was my only son. My only boy. Martin, we can help. We'll all help. Rabbit, I need you to do us a favour, us all a favour. I need you to go up there to the northern woods, and I need you to see what happened. Tell Elrith's grave for his father. I need you to see and come back and tell us what you saw. Take a few people with you if you must, for your own safety.
I don't know anyone that will want to go. I don't think anyone will want to go.
Barmaid turns. Will anyone go take a look with this young lad? Anyone at all?
Oh. Snap.
You both just look at each other.
Thank you.
Not up for an adventure.
Well, I hope I'm hoping it won't be, but thank you all. You just need to go and take a look and see what you found. I don't think I'll be able to get much sense further out of Marin.
What's in it for me?
just spills a bit there.
Yeah, you are taken back. This little creature is smaller than you, and yet this deep bellowing voice just megaphones out.
What's in it for me?
In bellows.
Well, I'm sure that the bar can give something to your aid. I'm sure we can, in one way or another. And you would be helping Marin's. You'd be helping him a great deal. As you can see, he's very distressed. I'm sure Rabbit can explain to you on the way. But please, just for all our sakes, thank you.
Here, Mr. Marin, I this more than I do.
Thank you, lad. Takes a cup off you.
Although it might be good to get another one for Mrs. What was her name? Mrs. Belwyn later on.
Oh, that's okay. I'll go bring her something. Don't worry. It's fine.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay. So all 4 of you leave the tavern, and the little tiefling, formerly known as Rabbit, from the sounds of it, leads the way.
Hey, I'm Rabbit. Nice to meet you.
Don't blame yourself. Fetch.
Do you have hands?
He's got like feathery. he's got like little claws that are like fingers. Yeah,
It's not like talons.
yeah, he's got like a little. So you sort of have to just hold it gently, and he's got like these brilliant feathers that are all down his arm as well, and you're like almost entranced by these like beautiful, colourful feathers that just surround his whole body. I promise he's not a glamour bard. I promise that much.
I wish. Yeah, so. Fetch.
Yeah, that sounds. I think.
Is he asking you or telling you?
I don't know. just
I
just
think his
roll with
name's
it.
Fetch.
Ah,
No, it's Fetch.
I got it. Thanks. What's your name?
Racknook.
There's always one. Racknook.
That's how I spell it, and that's the canon spelling now. Fuck you.
How you spell it?
RACKMOOK.
No, there's no C.
There is now, bitch.
I've got it written down here with a K.
Ashley was the coach from that one.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the C then. Just for you, Charlie. Just for you.
Clunky.
Ugh. I'm Tiberius, by the way. You can call me Tib or Tia, whatever, but something like Tiberius would be nice.
Yeah, nice to meet you. They call me Rabbit around here. So
Rabbit,
you,
okay.
You can call me that.
Is that Eminem reference?
What?
Is that an Eminem reference?
No, he's just got horns that
Oh,
kind of
yes,
look
right.
like rabbit ears.
Stand
That's something. We've got one shot.
Oh no.
Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti is ready.
So, Rabbit takes you through the northern walkway of the courtyard and up through the northern road, past the wall of roads, and then through the grasslands, heading toward the forest that you guys can see in the distance in the north. And he takes you through.
It's nice to have new people around. Why did you come to this place, by the way?
Well, I would say travel, but I'm not too sure. Just looking for answers and potentially someone to help me, but I've not found that person yet, or people.
Help you do what?
Well, it's best that I not say. I'm not too sure that, especially if I know you for so long that I want to make sure that my secret's kept safe. But maybe someday I'll show you.
Yeah, it sounds good. If this goes well. What about you guys?
I'm looking for someone. I was told I might find them. So I'm searching.
That sounds cool. You guys have done. Looks like you've done cool things.
Yeah, well.
You too. Yeah.
Love it. Love it so much, man. Ruin.
Okay, so you head through the grasslands and soon enter the forests north of roads. You head through, following Rabbit's direction, and you guys are traveling out of roads for close to an hour, I would say, before you reach the sort of dugout hole in the ground. You approach it, and it's about 6 feet deep and empty from the looks of it.
This is as far as I've ever gone from the village. I didn't think my first adventure would be like this. Can I look around?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
First roll
First
of
roll
the
of
campaign,
campaign.
boys.
Take it.
It's a
was
9.
poor, it fell out
It's a
of
9.
That's disappointing.
It could be so much better.
Just like
just
the rest
cursed it.
of me.
Cursed. Everything about this is now cursed.
Oh.
We're ready.
Stop.
We're ready soon.
Stop it.
Soon, my children.
Oh yeah, just so the audience knows, Benoit has a pair of like
The
really
cursed
shitty
dice.
plastic green dice that's never left that bag.
These are the most expensive dice I've bought as well.
That really shows something about you, Bun.
You should dirty back. Don't worry about Michael as
I
well.
went into I went into games night, you know, the one that's
Yeah,
closed
yeah.
now, and I literally walked up to the counter and went, "Give me the dirtiest dice you have," and they were like, "That's £3.50," and that's what I
You
got.
guys know that the D&D starter kit comes with a set of dice that doesn't have a D100.
Yes, and I lost all of them.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so we will not be using those dice, or
Yes,
Benoit won't
we
be using
will.
those dice until the very
We shall
final
fight now.
episode.
They are magical to say the least. They can only be used on the big bads.
They only roll the highest number possible, so
They are like that. They decide fate.
they either roll 1s or 20s. There's no in between.
No, there's no in between.
It only has 1s or 20s written on it. Like D4.
The default's upside down as well. It really annoys me.
So what in total would that be on a 9 for
plus-
the intelligence investigation check?
Okay, that'll be an 11.
11. Okay.
Smart, big brain boy.
Large cranium.
Okay, so looking around the dugout grave and its surrounding sort of patch of soil, the grave is completely empty. Like no remains of any items, clothes or whatever. Just it's all been taken out. What you can notice though around the grave is a set of tracks heading further north.
Happy.
Give me another investigation check.
Having a-
Based on Rabbit's roll, unfortunately we can't tell, but if you want to give me an investigation check for you.
Well, that's not bad. It's a 19. Investigation.
You should have rolled the first roll of the campaign.
No, it's just 19.
Okay. Yeah, they are definitely human. Or at least humanoid. So they're not like from a creature or anything. They're definitely from like I say, a humanoid, so they're definitely footprints. And there appears to be about 3 sets of footprints, and as I say, they're not heading directly north, they're heading about northeast from what you can tell.
They go to it and away from it, or just away from it.
No.
Oh no, that's not
zombies.
good.
That's a shark.
That's a not good idea.
No, they go to and from.
Thank God.
We're good for now.
Can I track them?
Unspoken trauma.
Can you track them?
You guys don't
Yeah,
know
if you
this.
wanna
I'm the one
give
who
me-
investigated and I can't speak. So I don't know if I have any.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to communicate that. You know, you'd be able to lead them, but you don't know how to communicate it.
Can't be talons like this.
I guess I'll try my best.
Charades time.
TV. Movie.
Forward.
Sure, I'll
Watching
just...
TV.
TV?
Walking.
Stage play.
That way.
Fetch. Fetch.
2.
It says to fetch? What's happening?
I think they're just having a moment.
That's how many he was holding up.
2. Oh.
What?
No.
Hold him.
2. 2.
Fetch.
To be fair, that's probably the most in character thing you could ever do.
Fetch is my name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's taking some getting used to. This might take a while.
Right.
I only met him yesterday. He's a bit strange.
So yeah, so this little bird-like creature is trying to communicate something to you about the tracks. You don't quite know what he's.
Do we have to roll intelligence to find out?
Yeah,
We have to decipher it.
What is this
Okay,
fucking
please go on.
woodpecker?
Let's see if we can piece together the information.
talons like...
He's attempted to, and I guess if you didn't get it from that, then I don't know if he'd be able to. I don't think it's a matter of rolling. I think it's a matter of role playing whether he is able to establish it to your characters. You can try again if you want. If you want to try and elaborate to them.
Shout
Feet?
words.
Okay, right.
If you shout every word, he can repeat them in the right order, I think.
So, yeah,
You're
can
just
you
going
do
to pull
it?
out a dictionary.
Hey!
Aardvark. Just start going.
Anti-disestablishmentarian.
That's skipping
No,
it.
that-
That's
that's
skipping
how
quite a
That's how Kenkus work. If they've heard a word or phrase, they can repeat it perfectly.
Okay, right.
But does that have to be in context? Like, I can't just go tracks.
No, if he's heard it.
What, so does that have to be in context?
Oh, so,
I
so
can-
he
I can-
innately
I can,
understands.
like,
That's
splice-
so OP!
I
It's
can
in a word.
splice- I can splice words out of like
Yeah, but
any
he-
sentence
Right.
and put it into another.
But does that work for every language?
No, I only know 2 of them.
Yeah, but he can repeat it. He just doesn't understand it.
I just don't know what it means.
He can repeat any noise.
So I can.
So again,
Then
so
I guess language counts as a noise.
So if I said...
But he can't say it in context. He could just say la boteca, biblioteca, just random words.
It's like if I said text, I go... If I go, are there 3 tracks? Or
He knows yes and no. If you can ask him
yeah,
questions.
no, what I'm trying to say is though, so if you don't know the word track, and I just said track, he will know how to use that in a complex
Well,
sentence.
Yes, because he understands the language perfectly.
Oh, right, got you now.
He just has no creative. He just has no creative thought. That's where it is.
Got it. I know Russell Kinko's right, that's fine.
Kinkus are strange
makes
ones.
sense.
They're fun though. They are fun. So how do you want to try and elaborate this again to them, Tom? Because Fetch. You can tell that these guys aren't getting you.
Are you pointing at the tracks?
Just
Are you pointing in the direction? Or are you pointing down to them?
So, you guys aren't allowed to tell anybody about this, and you can hear these words without my beak moving. But I can speak.
What?
This is me casting minor illusion to say words.
What happened? What the hell just happened?
So you see him moving his little talons in like a sort of circle, and this small little like little beam of energy just seems to be emitting from it, and from it, as opposed to from his beak, there's like these noises coming out that sounds like a voice, like a clear human voice.
But
Okay.
you can't tell anybody this, but I can communicate.
I don't know what is. What?
Can you now then repeat that?
Oh!
I don't know. It's a weird concept that I've worked with here, and I've not quite ironed out all the kinks yet.
We'll work it out by the end of the campaign. Don't
I
worry.
can't speak and do combat at the same time. That's something I can't do.
Well, I don't know what to do now. This kind of freaked me out.
Yeah,
to be
there
fair.
are some humanoid tracks heading in that direction.
It's not a sat nav. To your left, you will see a human track.
Oh, I get it now. I think I get it. Wow, that's so much easier.
Where was that? Like 5 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah. I'll see if I can.
Intelligence is clearly not this party's strong suit.
Yes, you have my word. Yeah. I'll see if I can track the tracks and follow.
Yeah, okay. Give me a survival check, please.
That's a 19, 15 plus 4.
Where are you boys getting all these good rolls? Where are my good rolls?
Do it. Do it, Anakin.
There are laws. It's a war crime to open those up.
It's banned by the UN. Yeah, so easily enough you're able to follow these tracks, and you notice now as you were looking further at them that what he was trying to point out to you, there does seem to be 3 sets of tracks leading in the same direction, and as you're following them as well, there seems to be one one like track that seemed to be made by like a singular line, like by a wheel from the looks of it, but just like quite a thin one.
Or a really heavy tail.
It's a motorbike. What's a motorbike? No one.
Wheelbarrow.
Oh, it's a wheelbarrow.
Oh, they fly now.
Oh, they fly now! Oh, they fly now! Curse.
Wait, hold on, can you? Can you fly?
I think that's a no.
That sounds sad. That's vaguely depressing
that was a sad.
Oh dear. And we continue.
And so the craziness continues. Yep. So you follow the tracks, and you're heading. You're traveling for a further half an hour or so. And as you're heading that sort of direction, Rabbit, based on the direction that you're going, you're getting a little suspicious of where you're heading, and you know that there is a landmark. From reading as many books as you could really get your hands on, especially about sort of like the history of roads and that sort of thing, you know that from the direction that you reckon you guys are heading, that you're heading towards a small landmark, a small, almost like caverns it's been described to you as nearby roads. I say caverns, they are man-made mainly, and they were used as an ancient burial site a couple of 100 years ago.
Okay, so we're gonna walk. We're walking in the direction of mines, I guess, if they're being built. I don't know what man.
They were mined out originally.
Yeah.
They haven't been looked at in a while, and it's sort of like taboo to go inside of them because, as I say, they are ancient burial sites. So, and no one in Rhodes, as far as you know, has actually been down there. There's just books that other people have written in the past who have studied the sort of ruins.
Yeah. So I read that in here, in these caverns, is an ancient kind of burial site where everyone used to bury their dead. So that's unnerving. That's where we're going, I think.
Can I ask what happened to this boy?
The one we're
What
looking
we're
at.
looking for?
Yeah, he died on a hunting trip a few days ago.
That's,
Tom, while that's happening, I'm just going to be a couple of yards back from the party and just
Okay.
share my rations.
He's got a puppy.
He's got a dog.
He's
Got
got
a
a
dog.
fucking dog.
Damn boy. Damn boy, you thick boy.
That's a big ass boy.
Okay. Yep. So you step back away from the group a couple of yards, and
This while I'm having this conversation.
yeah,
I'm in earshot, but I'm just.
take a little bit out, and just the little beak pops out again. Takes food quite happily. One of you guys can make me a perception check if you like. One of you three, anyway, not Tiberius.
17.
17. You've noticed that Tiberius has sort of stepped back away from the group, like purposefully. That's all you really notice about it. Seems a bit strange, but that's all you really notice.
That's fun.
We're all probably quite shady, to be honest.
What D&D character isn't? Let's be honest.
I'm not
My
shady.
boy is wholesome as fuck. Take that back.
Shady at all. I'm a fucking parrot.
You're a fucking rainbow parrot.
Okay. So so you follow the tracks carrying on, and once again traveling for near another hour before you reach this sort of stone cavern entranceway that's been blocked in by this quite large makeshift wooden door. It looks as if there were like chains blocking it from the way and stopping it from being closed, but it looks like those have been unlocked, and it looks like it's been opened from the looks of it.
Okay.
Are the tracks still following through this way?
They lead right up to the door, because as soon as you start like getting quite close to it, it turns into stone, so you can't see any tracks. But from the looks of it, it was heading in this direction.
Can I open the door?
Yeah.
Our job was to just see what happened. Do we really have to go into this tomb?
At this point, he's already opened the door. Yeah.
I've opened the door.
he's already opened it.
Have we not seen what happens in the tomb?
Pardon?
Are we only being paid to see where they went? We can leave now.
I don't know. I'm not getting paid for this. I just don't know whether we're okay for whatever's in there, if there's anything in there.
Well, I'll rather go back with an answer rather than just say that we found tracks and that'd be it.
Alright, so,
You can go back if you want to.
I don't
Just calling you out here.
yeah, I don't think grave robbing is particularly well accepted.
yeah, but can we handle ourselves in a fight? Okay, yeah, he's big.
Yeah,
I
I
see your
can.
point.
We
I
can
see
jump
your-
on his back.
Yeah, okay. Let's go forward then. Who can see in the dark? Because I can.
Cast light on the dagger that's on my belt.
Okay, cool.
Holds it up and it just emits light.
Alright.
You've only seen magic like a couple of times, mainly with Belwyn, to be honest. So this is quite interesting to see other people who can cast magic.
That's really cool. But it solves our problem, so yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I'm slowly getting used to this.
Yeah, I would say so.
Can I speak with
It's-
you?
Just keep speaking in and out
Just
of.
a disembodied voice.
What? So every time you're talking normally, it's minor illusion, is it?
Yes.
Okay, got you. Right, that makes sense.
I have to have a free hand to do it.
Got you.
I think. Probably.
To cast a spell, I'd probably say so.
Is like a concentration spell.
No, it's cantrip. So no. But he has to have a hand free to be able to do it.
Got you. Cool.
Is it concentration?
No, not a cantrip. Not as a cantrip. Shouldn't be anyway. So what are you guys doing then? You're standing at the edge, the porch of this door at the moment.
I suppose. Ragnuk, is it Ragnuk, Charlie? Is that right? Ragnuk? Ragnuk. I put Ragnuk.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
I've got
Ragnuk first, and then
a space in between the rank.
Yeah,
I suppose I'll stand at the back because I'm second tallest.
I'll go first.
This massive great sword. It's actually a
You
great ass
guys
sword.
kind of seem to know. What
Thought it was
you're
a long
doing,
sword.
so
I think
I'll-
you're right, it is a
I'll
long
let
sword.
you
It
take-
is a long sword. It's just really big on me.
True.
That's what she said. Damn it, demonetized. Oh well, it's the first episode.
Critical roll swear all the time. That's cool.
It's alright, it's January.
Yeah, no, I'd rather knew. Wait, no, we're recording this in December.
Oh yeah,
Are we not?
December.
Oh, it's Christmas, guys.
It's Christmas, guys.
Christmas, happy Hanukkah.
What's Kwanzaa anyway?
Happy 4th of July. Yes, we had him.
Is that going to be the leading order as you guys head in?
Nah, that's right. Yeah, it's the leading order. So Charlie first, and then you two in the middle, and I'll be back. So I'm second tallest.
Have you done this kind of thing before? That's a sword. We don't see a lot of weapons around here.
No, this is my first time venturing into a cavern. I stumbled across a sword. It's quite a. Again, it's part of the secret. I should say more, but until we know each other better, Rabbit, I don't think I can tell you.
Well, I feel a lot safer with someone with a sword next to me.
And that's what I'll be here for.
Yay. Let us trek on.
So you head forward.
It's not concentration.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah. So you pass through the wooden doorway and head in, and almost immediately you're met with a set of stone steps that lead downwards. You follow them on and enter into this stone corridor that leads forward. So you've cast light at this point.
Mhm.
Does anyone want to do anything as you guys head forward?
At this
You
stage.
guys seem to be the experts. I'm gonna let you handle it a little bit. Maybe I'll learn something.
No, okay.
Okay. Well, if it's guarded, there might be some kind of tripwire, right?
Hey, I understand this.
And if it breaks, I've seen this before. A big axe comes, phew, and it kills you.
Okay, I don't want that.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about that then?
Can I? I've got a torch, Tom. Can I light the torch? What can it be done?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
a dagger up, right?
You do have the light.
Yeah,
from
is
the
it?
dagger.
Oh, good point. Yeah, never mind. Forget
If
that.
you want to still light,
Nah,
it's
nah,
up to your
nah.
own personal
I mean, it's
Nah,
the
it's
difference
fine.
between those nasty LEDs and the nice orange glow.
That's true.
That's how I see
Like
light.
this.
Horrible shade. I hate this light so much.
And this beautiful
And that beautiful,
Warm.
nice, warm,
feeling.
natural,
Homely.
as God intended.
A tiny hearth for you to rest your soul.
Don't burn yourself. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't notice, but because of the huge
Resistance to
mic,
fire.
we do actually have a candle there. I was trying to set the mood, but it didn't really work. Oh, and also a skull. Yeah.
To be.
That's Eduardo.
That was my old BB.
Yeah, that's the dead dwarf.
Paul Lewis.
Oh, too soon. We're not even found him yet.
Sorry.
He was here all along.
Paul Lewis. He went so fast.
No, his name's Eduardo. Shut up. Okay, so you head forward. So Fetch, are you trying to keep an eye out on that sort of thing
I
then?
can look to see if there's any sort of tripwires, traps.
Yeah, okay. Make me an investigation check as you head down this corridor.
Slowly
It's
remember
just
how to
14,
play this
it's
game
just
again.
neutral.
14. Okay,
Back to
it's okay. So you head down this corridor, all of you together, and you guys just sort of notice Fetch just like getting really down to the floor. It's like
Doing that thing birds do where their feathers go out like that and their
Yeah.
head goes down.
shimmying along the floor, seeing if it can notice any traps or any tripwires or anything. He does it for the entire way he's heading down this corridor, finding nothing. So
Just do front rolls.
I'm like pecking against the wall and stuff as well.
I feel like I should help at this point.
No, I think it'd be better if we just watch him and just understand what he is.
Telling me this is weird despite all the travels you've done.
Yes. It's the most weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, we can agree on that.
so trying to ignore this strange animal display.
Front four rolling all the way.
It's the best way to travel.
The same with his mating display.
What about the Doidekas?
It's actually the fastest way to travel in
Exactly.
Skyrim.
You guys follow down the stone corridor and head on through these ruins. It's not long before you see a doorway in the distance leading to another area, another space, and a faint smell starts to linger in the corridor that you guys are. Not many of you have really smelt it before, if really any of you. Probably only one of you, I would say, was closest, but it's musty and like dust
Old Spice.
and like rotting meat, really.
Old Spice smells of death.
Terry Crews would be displeased. So that's the smell that you gather as you head further on and head towards this entranceway into the other space. You step beyond it eventually and enter this small rectangular shaped room. On the walls, you notice immediately that there are these spaces carved into it, almost like these bed length spaces, all taking up the walls, all stacked on top of each other almost. And in each space, you can see these laying figures, all wrapped in like linen cloth. And look at their faces, and they are deep grey, shrunken,
Don't want to
dead
look.
faces. Yeah, they're horrible to look at. Horrible, swollen-in eyes that have been gone for a long time. And as you enter the space, the smell overtakes you. It's almost it makes you extremely nauseous. For those of you who haven't really smelt it before. One thing else that you notice is there appear to be these like clay pots attached to the ceiling with this bit of rope and this like metal hook that's been hammered into the ceiling. Yeah, these sort of weird pots, and there was one of them that appears to be attached, one that appeared to have was attached, but as like, smashed on the floor, seemingly fell from the ceiling.
Anything in the pot that's been smashed?
Give me an investigation check.
Maybe not. That is a solid 2.
There are like little spaces, like little holes. In the one that you can see that isn't broken, there are like little holes, like almost deliberately made in the clay pot itself. And looking in the smashed one,
Top and bottom of the pot.
all around the sides.
Okay, nothing in them.
Yeah, both are empty. And unlike everything else in this room, it appears that these were recently made. Everything about them, the hook, the rope, the clay pots themselves, everything seems to have been more recently made, especially compared to obviously this, over hundreds of years old temple space that was used as a burial site.
That was a lot of information from that too. That was, but take it.
Well, it's fairly easy to notice. Yeah, it's fairly easy to notice. You would have known that they were empty anyway, depending on what you rolled. But that's just what all of you seem to gather anyway. It's fairly obvious to notice, especially in comparison to everything that you're surrounded by at the moment.
Hey,
So you're going to have that information whatever you roll.
Fetch, you seem to know magic and stuff. Do you kind of know what this is?
Pots? No. I am quite new to magic. It might be worth checking if these things are going to come to life and try and kill us, though.
I don't want to touch the dead things.
In response to that, I'll draw out my light crossbow. Just one. Right on the head.
The body just shakes a little bit and
I really feel
Stay
like
still.
we shouldn't be desecrating the dead.
Well, it's better safe than sorry, I suppose. So
I don't know how the gods are going to feel about that.
I'll go up and take my bolt out and retrieve it.
That also seems in bad taste.
yeah, if you wanted to fetch, you could give an Arcana check.
Well, can I pull the skull off? One of them first.
What is it?
Give me a strength check, see if you can yank the skull off.
There we go.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Rabbit is sweating profusely.
What a good boy, eh?
9.
9? Okay.
Gonna die.
We won't die. It's
This
okay.
this is
You're trying to yank this, and it's just not coming off the skull.
Yeah, I guess Arcana check, like you said.
Okay. Yep. Go for it. See what you can find out about this space.
Roll those numbers.
It's 15.
Still higher than 10.
I don't have any modifiers on it.
15. Right. Okay. So on the actual bodies themselves, there's nothing really that you can pick up that is naturally arcane, just from what you can see visually. Looking over just all around this room, especially over at the clay pots, you look into this broken one, and on the inside, there are like these arcane, swirly ruins on the inside of it.
I imagine I can't read those.
No.
On
You
the
don't know
inside,
what they
sorry.
mean. You don't know what they mean, but you can tell that they are arcane
On the pots,
Especially
that hang
from-
the ceiling.
on the inside of them. Yeah. From the one that was broken, you've looked
Oh,
at the
right,
inside,
on
and
the
you're able to see.
Inside.
And you guys, as you're looking around the space as well, you notice in the corner of the room, about the top right corner, I would say, front right corner, there appears to be like a bear trap set against near the corner of the wall, and you can see there's a little gap in the wall as well, in the stone wall near where the bear trap is.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all you can really tell. Like I say, you don't know what these runes mean, but you can tell they're arcane from your studies.
What'd you find?
There is some writing on the inside of this pot that's broken. And there's a bear trap in the corner.
Ah.
That wasn't due to your arcane thing, but it's just because you were sort of studying the room a lot. That wasn't due to your arcane. It's not a magical bear trap.
Bear trap. Guys! Bear trap.
It's just what you picked up on as you were studying this room. But in terms of your arcana check, that's what you got from the pots.
It might be a magical bear trap.
That ain't crack music. That ain't crack music. Okay, should we have a look at the pot? Does anybody know anything, like different languages?
No.
I guess we're gonna try the bear trap then.
And I will say as well, in terms of the space of
I know
this room, Elvish. It's not Elvish. In terms of the space of this room, there are two other like archways and doorways on the opposite side of this room. But yeah, what do you guys want to look at? What else do you want to guys look at? What else do you want to look at in this room?
In terms of the bear trap, is it one of those ones that are just like that, and it's literally just the clamps?
Well, it's got a little pedal
Is it
in the middle of it
pops
where
or-
obviously it sets, but yeah, it's
Pops.
Yeah, and
it's
It's-
right near this gap in the wall.
it's not solid steel. There's a gap, kind of in between the. It's like a ring with spikes rather than just a
Yeah,
plate with
classic.
spikes.
Yeah, it's a classic bear trap.
Classic. Yeah,
I-
classic one of Rubber's bear trap.
Classic bear trap.
Okay, I
Fred
think
bear trap
I
makes
think
a
I
funny
have
joke.
something for this.
Is that the bear trap from that?
And I will say this
Black
gap in the
cross,
wall, it is yay big. So it's not as in big enough that any of you could go down. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be safe to just put the bear trap, activate it, so that it.
Activate it.
I'd feel safer not having that around. So I'm gonna go in my pocket
Well, I'm not going to step in it.
and just pull out a mouse. My boy, Caesar, a little white mouse.
Look at the killer mouse. Episode
Well, no,
one.
'cause it's a bear trap. It's too big.
Oh yeah, good
So
point.
the mouse can activate the trap and the claws go over it. That's my plan.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The bird.
Okay.
Does this bird eat mice? I forgot.
You both said I was weird.
What's wrong with your
It's a fair point. Do you eat mice or not? Nah.
You know what? Let's use the rock.
You're gonna use a stone instead.
Yeah.
You put away little Caesar.
Okay, Caesar, you did good.
It hides away. Snack for later.
He is my surprise tool.
Oh, the spiders all over again. Mayo and ketchup and mustard.
Alright, I just.
Rip. I don't know about him. Don't know about him.
I'm just try and activate it with a rock then. I can find
Okay, give me a quick sleight of hand check.
Aha, I'm good at those.
The same set of dice.
Oh, I hope I am. That roll wasn't great.
Not
Okay.
bad.
He's got the same
Yeah,
result.
so if I can do math, 17.
Okay.
No, I've got the same set of dice.
Do we?
Me and Jazz got the same set of dice.
Alright, you two. I thought you were talking about me.
It's basically the same, isn't it?
No, Bones is a darker red.
Darker.
The rest of
I
them.
did, back
yeah,
off.
so yeah, go on this little.
GM's rule is law, bitch. Mine's darker now.
Getting this stone from sort of the side and close to the wall, you
Well, now I feel left out.
it shuts.
Okay, now I can walk around feeling a little bit safer. Let's go through that passageway.
Two passageways, yeah?
There's one left, one right.
Left to right, boys.
Right.
Right then, isn't it?
That's the one. That's the wrong rabbit pointed
Do you have
at.
to walk under the pots to get to that?
It's like a Skyrim thing all over again.
Walk under them. No, not really. There's enough space in this room to not go under them if you don't want to. These pots are only about like.
I'd rather not walk under any pot. I don't want them. I'm scared of them. They've got strange writing on the inside. I can't read. I don't like it.
Okay, so you guys are heading right. Okay, that's fine. Yes, in terms of the space in this room, like I say, they're only about that big, these clay pots. They're only about that big. So there's enough space in this room to be able to walk, if you're that anxious about them, to not walk under them.
See fucking fetch, throw it rolling around the fucking room.
Maybe I should take one home.
Do you want to know anyone who can translate?
No, I just thought it might look nice as furniture.
Fair enough.
You can take a little bit of the broken one if you want, or try and get the one that's not broken.
Yeah, I'll try and get the one that's not broken, because that's a good idea.
Okay, make me a... How do you want to get it down?
Well, for his neutral special, he wields a gun.
And that helps. It helps in dire situations like this.
How do you want to get it down?
Alright, so how high is it?
It's 3 man something. I was like,
I
gee,
would
the rope.
say
That's not. That was. Well, I was thinking if I can't reach it, eat the mouse.
I would say it's close to about 12 feet high, the ceiling.
Am I gonna
So
risk
fucking
throwing
what's his face jump for
How
it.
low hanging from the ceiling is it?
He just- There you go.
I'd probably say about a foot. Just under a
So
foot.
it's
Alright,
So
so,
it's 11 foot high.
Yeah.
I'm about 8
hey,
nearly.
can I
long
stand
you
on your shoulders?
Which climber?
I'll pick you up.
Okay, that sounds good. This is how I die. I try and take it.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand check to get it off.
And a con save while you have to do
That's
it.
a nat 20, baby.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, first one of the campaign.
So-
And it's mine.
Shimmying it, loosening the rope, and then just taking it off. Pot's yours.
Cool, I have a pot.
Walking around.
Mama might like this.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are heading down the right passageway, correct?
Right, yeah.
Right. Okay. So you head down, and as soon as you step through this archway, you are inside of another corridor. You walk down. The smell from the previous room fades slightly as you walk away from it. You turn a right corner around this tunnel, and you head further and further down. And you notice that on these walls, as you sort of light up the space with both the dagger and with the light from the dagger, that there are actually these metal like little knocks in the wall, and on each one there are these torches, all lining up the space as you head down this stone corridor. Yep. So you guys head down for this corridor. Do you want to do anything?
Oh, the torch was lit, sorry.
No, they're not lit.
Hmm.
It's not lit.
Sad.
Thinking Easter eggs.
Sad dad.
It's not lit.
Sad dad.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do anything in particular? Do you want to keep carrying on down this corridor?
Can I just use my... Can I light all the torches, please?
You want to light them up? Yep.
All of them.
This pot's empty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not carrying around like
Gasoline.
the last remnants of a dead corpse,
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like gunpowder or some shit.
or like the last soul of a damned trapped in a tub.
That's my next magic item. I'm going to homebrew. Yeah, so, like, you know a little bit about ancient tombs and adventuring. And usually you would suspect that these shouldn't light if these have been there that long. These are fresh torches. The metal knocks in the walls are old, or the knocks that are holding the torches are old, but the torches themselves are fresh. They just easily light. You know that with old wood and old light, it takes a while to get it going, if it will go at all. But with these, it just instantly light up.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You know what? Me too.
But at least I have friends around me.
I'm in danger.
Okay, so you head further down this corridor, and you see in the distance, once again, another archway leading into another space. You head on through, and it's this much larger room, this almost hexagon-shaped room that is extremely tall, especially compared to the other one. Ceiling probably close to 100 feet at a guess. And every one of these walls, once again, is these like bed-shaped like indents that have been carved out into the stone wall, and every single one, or at least from what you can tell, almost every single of these bed spaces is filled with a body. Some of them actually way high up, you can't see a space in there, but there also appears to be a few of these wrapped up bodies on the floor around. Some are fully covered.
Is the stink back?
The stink is back and even worse.
Yeah, the stink out.
Yeah, they old bodies.
So when I was saying about the rotting meat in the previous room, you do get a whiff occasionally as you're wandering around of more fresh meat, basically.
Fresh meat.
So it's somehow worse.
Do you guys want to look around here at all?
Oh, they're gonna come to life.
At the moment, you're just near the archway. Maybe you're just near the doorway of this place.
Is there any stones around the foot of this doorway?
Any stones? Yeah, there's a few like pebbles and little stones. Yeah.
Can I just skim a rock at any of the closest bodies?
Yeah. Him skims and knocks into a body.
Rabbit cringes.
Shit.
Some of the lining falls off this one that you've sort of thrown around its face. Doesn't move, but Rabbit, you see a face that you vaguely recognise. Probably about 20 feet away from where you guys are at the moment.
I'm gonna run towards that shit. Fast.
You skim down, but as you see the sort of length of the body, not dwarf height, but you unwrap the face. It's an elderly woman. You notice it as being a lady who was known as Bertha, who died about 2 winters ago, and who was buried just outside the town of Rhodes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were someone else, and I wrapped back up.
Do you know that person or not?
She was part of the village a while ago. She passed away.
Right.
I didn't know her very well.
Can we unwrap it all the way to see if it's had anything surgically done to it?
Yeah, of course you can.
I am not gonna be here for that.
Turns off. Head in the pot.
You unwrap this wrapping all around the body. We can either give me an Arcana check, or a Medicine check, depending on what you're kind of looking
I'm
for.
not good at either of those things. I don't
It'd
know.
be great if I wasn't cursed by the
I
gods.
think medical, probably.
Okay, yeah, make me a Medicine check then, please.
Oh boy, do I love praying.
16.
16. Okay. No, nothing removed at all from the body. It looks like it's been untouched. If anything, it kind of looks like the body has been embalmed, almost as if they wanted the body to be preserved. It looks like there's been some sort of the skin is unnaturally soft, and it appears that some oils or some sort of herbal remedies were applied to preserve the bodies, to keep them in as good nick as possible.
I mean, there's a doctor down here.
And as soon as you do unwrap it, you do notice the sort of herby smell that comes from the unwrappings.
Nope.
How's the little one doing?
Nope.
Is she feeling agitated or is she okay?
She seems to be quiet at the moment.
Okay, cool.
Not bad.
What else do you guys want to do in this area?
I'm
Oh, and there are more pots around this room, by the way. More clay pots as you guys sort of scout around this
I
space.
think one's enough.
Turns right good on your head.
And these ones aren't strapped up; they're just set on the ground.
Are there any other entrances or exits out of this apart from the way we came through?
There is to the far end of the room. There is another archway, but only the one.
Do we continue going forward, or shall we head back the way we came? I don't know what to do right now.
Oh, don't
Guys.
look at me. I'm hoping you guys know. You guys have done this before, right?
I thought we might have found something by now.
Okay.
Something.
Do it.
Clue.
Wait,
Bodies.
you guys done this before. I feel like you guys should know what to do more than I
Top was
do.
just a massive shop. Do we try and unwrap the other bodies and try and?
Oh, I would really rather you not do that.
I don't think anything's magical about these bodies. I just think those pots have some funny writing on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm new to speaking.
I'll look at the writing.
Okay. So looking at them, it's these weird, like swirling symbols that are alien to you. Sadly, you wouldn't know anything about them really.
Yeah. Innately know infernal, but aren't aware of it.
Okay. Yeah, even then, sadly, that doesn't help. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't know.
Neat.
I will say that you guys haven't explored this room fully, if that helps.
Can I do a check?
Yeah, what yeah, investigation check. Yeah.
Just to check. Ace that, Charlie.
Make me an investigation check, Charlie.
Around. Okay. Me alone.
You barely need to look around. You're about half the height of the room.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 11.
11.
Open the door.
Okay, so yeah, walking around the space, you find more and more empty clay pots, and looking around the space, you notice that there are a mix of, different sized bodies. Tall, short, fat, thin, all wrapped up mainly. There are a few of the more ancient-looking ones who have their head uncovered for whatever reason, but the more recent-looking ones, like the old lady that you found, are almost completely covered.
The floor's still stone, right?
Yes,
Yeah. So we can't see tracks.
floor is lava.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, the floor is stone, and there are no tracks.
Pottery stone.
What you do notice at Raknuk is that there are in one of the corners there is a couple of shovels as well as a wheelbarrow. They're in the corner. But based on that roll, that's pretty much all you really find. Fetch, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
The fuck?
One of the pots fell.
I just read. On your beach.
How much, sorry?
17.
That's why we're scared of them. To see the future.
So, still quite close to this elderly lady. The body suddenly jumps and comes out and jumps.
Oh god, no, it's happening. This is all your fault.
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, I'm glad my initiative is mildly good.
Mine isn't.
None of my stats are great. I do not have very great stats. Oh, we're in for it now, boys.
Okay, so the only one who's really far away from you guys is probably Raknuk. So, yeah,
I'd be a little space away while they were fiddling with the bodies.
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't into
Okay,
that.
so if you guys want to lay yourself out on the map for me, each space is about 10 feet because of this room's size.
Where do we come in from?
I'm going to say the entrance was there.
Alright.
Where's that boy? God dang, it's lit.
Is this
God
what
dang
are
it,
these X's?
Video
signify?
4K.
Yes,
please,
I
boy.
didn't mark those. I think that's from previous battles when I use this map. But yeah, so ignore them. And the other doorways in the far left corner, by the way.
Okay, so the room kind of continues over past this.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Right, Ragnar, where you at, and also Fetch, where you at.
Corner.
And so my boy, I
I
know.
imagine I'm near a wall.
Near a wall. Yeah,
Because
okay.
Where are you?
Yeah, that's true. So which wall do you want
Are you, Rabbit? Where you at?
to... There, okay. So there's the lovely lady.
Probably know you. Somewhere. Yeah.
Just
Just next to boy. Right, Tom. Yeah. Cool.
God damn it, I heard it once, and now roundabouts in my head.
It just doesn't leave, is it?
Right, okay. Yep, so... And this horrible sound comes from this elderly lady's mouth. She goes for Fetch, but you just moves out of the way, and this big body just collapses down, and its arm just trying to drag itself away. And you see now that this horrible like green light is emitting from her mouth, from her eyes, and she's just crawling horribly towards you, Fetch. Right. Okay. So who's first up on initiative? Who's got the highest initiative?
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet.
Nope.
Initiative.
Right. Okay. So
I was
the
also
highest?
13.
We both got 13.
I was also 13.
Oh, we're all
So you three are all
very
13.
unlucky.
we're all mildly fast. We're all mildly fast, apart from the Minotaur.
Tom, by the way, Ray shares my initiative as well.
Ray
You-
Shields.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Ray Shields.
What's your name?
Charlie, what did you roll?
Ray.
What did you get?
I rolled a 4.
Ray what?
Ray who?
Right.
Ray Shields.
Raise the shields. Right, okay, so it's your threes go first. You see this horrible lady just come to life all of a sudden and go for Fetch. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? So, Tib, you're first.
Okay. Right. Ray's gonna take a go first. Before she takes a go, is there any kind of on the walls? Are there any like kind of overhangs? If you get my drift, like any space on top of the walls she could lie on to keep safe.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Okay, right. So, for anything, listen to me. If you can see up there, I'm going to try and just put my satch towards the air I'm trying to turn to. And just if you can get up there, please just be safe. And I'm just going to not launch, but I'm just going to like start her off.
Okay, so
And
you guys see this small little figure come from its cloak with these little wings and go up to one of these like little shelf bed areas in the wall and then just sort of hide away.
Okay, that's her turn done. How far away is 30 feet? Say it is, or
Each space is 10 feet.
each space 10 feet. Okay, right. I will move inside onto 1, 2, 3, and then I'll take a shot with my light crossbow.
Yep. Okay.
That's a 13.
That does hit. Roll me damage.
That is 7 points of damage.
Right. Okay. So goes into her shoulder, but she just seems unfazed, and she's just clawing away, trying to get at this little rainbow bird.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Next, Rabbit. What are you doing?
Let me just check something. I don't drop the pot. Sweet.
Yeah, so you managed to...
I quickly, I put it down, and I just go, oh, what should I do? What should I do?
How far away are you? Okay. Have you no weapons? Have you nothing on you to fight
I
with?
have this, and it's a small knife, so it doesn't even count as a dagger. It would probably be an improvised
It's a butter
weapon.
knife.
Oh, I can't really chuck him my light crossbow. This kind of all these actions and stuff.
No, you can't do anything to help him. What are you doing?
I'm asking these guys what to do. Rabbit's never been in this situation before. He's panicking.
Just try and get behind me. I'll try and give you cover.
10, 20, 30. There you go.
Okay. Fetch, what are you doing? This horrible lady is coming at you. This horrible, scary lady with grey skin and horrible green eyes. She's coming right at you. What are you doing?
I'm just going to cast Fireball.
Fireball?
It's not Fireball.
I'm about to say.
Fucking spirit bomb at level 1.
Roll a hit for me, my dude.
23.
That'll definitely hit. Roll me damage.
Explodes this.
1d10.
1.
Okay, make me a wisdom save as well. So this just burns off some of the wrappings that were still on this lady.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Oh, Oh no, I'm dumb.
21.
So yeah, this was a very frightening experience. His body just suddenly coming to life and going for you, but you managed to shake away any fear. You're just trying to panic, just trying to get it away. Right, so it is actually her turn. She's gonna go for you. Right, okay. That'll be a 19.
It's gonna hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna die here.
We're all
There'll be
very squishy boys.
7 points of damage as this horrible lady like grabs onto you with her hands and claws you close to it, and just bites into your little leg.
Half my HP.
Oh God! God damn it!
Not good.
And those who are sort of looking around this area, you boom, 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 more green lights
Oh no.
start to light up this little space, and more of these bodies. You hear this tearing, and you look around. These wrappings fall to the ground. You see these bodies start inside the space.
Polo got a bad feeling about this.
McClunky.
So is this you, Ratnuk?
Yeah, that's right, Nook.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for you.
McClunky.
This one can only just reach Rabbit, and that one's gonna go for Tiberius. Right. Okay. So first of all, Ragnuk. That one from behind. You see this one coming from behind, and it's coming straight towards you. So like, that'll only be an 8 to hit though. So I'm assuming that misses.
Unless you have negative armor.
Yes.
Right. Tiberius, the one coming for you.
Negative brain.
12.
Negative brain
Rabbit.
is the only brain.
Oof. Okay. 18 to hit. So you just panic, and this body just sort of claws into you, and you take 5 points of damage as this thing slashes into you with its claws. Ragnuk, it is your turn.
Yeah, all good, all good.
I'm gonna
That's why I prefer paper.
turn around and get this guy with my rapier.
The what?
Okay.
Rapier.
So as he takes out this blade, and it is like a rapier, but it has this large handle that takes up his entire hand, not like a small little blade. And this rapier is like it's a thick blade. Yeah, it's like a cutlass, but it is a thick blade, not a thin little tiny rapier that you'd see on like a little like one of those black and white movies. It is a proper thick blade. He takes it out, swiping it around at this undead creature. Make me roll to hit, please.
Is that what they do?
That's 11.
11. It does actually hit. Roll me damage.
We're already dead. That's probably hit.
Sweet, we don't have to try too hard to hit. Because my rolls probably won't be looking good.
My rolls are trash.
The only thing trasher than my rolls.
10. Nice.
Nice, a chan.
Yeah, so instinctively, turning around, blocking off its arm with the side of your blade, and then instantly coming down with your arm and slashing into it. You have a deep gash inside of this undead creature's body. Right, nice one. Tiberius, what are you doing?
Question: if I throw my humanity away, if I throw my light crossbow to Rabbit, will that class as an action?
Yes, it will. I would say. Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I would say it would to interact with an object like that. I would say you would take an action.
Oh. Well, I'd rather have a weapon than anything else. So I'm gonna throw my light crossbow over. To
Make
to
me
Rabbit.
a sleight of hand check to catch it. I'll take this as a free action, but we'll see if you can actually catch it.
No.
Oh.
That was
Two.
a 2.
Yep. So you're panicking with this thing coming out, and him just having like clawed at you, Rabbit, and
Further away! Oh, bugger!
and like these fresh claw marks are down. You like, and you see this thing coming out, and you just
But it's near his person, yeah.
yeah, it's close to him now.
Okay,
That's
and then
your
I
action
will-
to do.
Is 10 feet? Are they within? If I move, will that be a reaction? Yeah. Or not?
What, from them as an opportunity attack? Yes, the one closest to you, I would say, would do, because he's actually in that space.
Okay, right. I will just then. I'll hold my Yath on my ground right now.
Okay, that's fine. Rabbit, what are you doing?
Pick up the crossbow.
Pick up, okay. You're picking it up and you're shooting at, I'm assuming. The one closest to you that's just clawed you?
Yeah, I'm just going.
Yeah, okay, make me an attack roll.
Would it be with disadvantage? Because is he within 5 feet of me or is he not? Well, I don't. Yeah, but I don't know whether he's right up close.
Oh,
or
got
if he's
it.
5 feet
He is
away.
fairly close to you because he has clawed you, so I'll say it probably would be with disadvantage, with that being
Big
in
rolls, boy. Big rolls.
Yeah, like the one like last time.
On the paper. 10 and 11. Oh no, 8 and 11. So 8 plus what?
8
Dex?
plus Dex.
Yeah, it'll be
I'm
dexterity.
not proficient in.
I think that will hit anyway, especially even with disadvantage. That still hits.
Sweet.
Zombies are very easy. The zombies are very slow.
Oh, that's chunky. That's a chunky amount of damage. Where's my D8? I've not used these since I played a fighter. Uses Dex, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 7 points of damage.
Yeah, so
Oh, but I don't have any.
taking-
I don't have any bolts though.
Nah, so
I've only got
damn it, got the
one
one bolt. At least you had it. Moment to shine. Reroll character.
Picking up, shooting at, sticking into this thing. So
Oh no, it's still coming. Was that? No.
fetch. What are you doing?
Fireball. I mean fireball.
Fireball. Yeah.
Slam door.
Rapturous flame.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
I think it's. I'm just.
We'll
Gonna
get done for that, Tom. We'll get a copyright for that.
I'm not where
Damn it, sorry, Warner Brothers.
I'm not where on the other side of her, and then I'm gonna firebolt again.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
That's not good. That's 9.
That does actually hit.
It does hit.
Yeah.
An 8 hit.
Zombies armor class is
Well, exactly.
garbage.
Too bad.
So yeah, that still hits. Roll me damage.
Oh, was it?
What damage this time? 3. Oh, that's still not good. 3.
With the rack.
So
Yeah, this
this
one.
time actually like burns through clothing, burning into the flesh. And she's like picking herself up now and sort of getting up on her 2 feet, shakily. Right.
Don't you need
Okay.
this?
Don't you need this?
Now is actually their go. So first of all, the one closest to you, fetch. She's gonna go for you. That'll be a 10 to hit.
And a little
That doesn't
click,
hit.
click, click.
So she goes for you this time, but you like her away, and she just steps and misses you completely. Right, okay. The one next to Ragnarok gonna go for you, boy. That'll be a natural 5, so 8. I'm assuming that misses. Yep. So once again comes at you, but you just block the zombie away from even clawing or biting at you. Right, the one next to Tiberius. That'll be a 14 to hit. Misses. Nice. Okay. So once again, seeing what Ragnarok's doing with blocking off the swords and blocking off with its sword, he just like and block it away. Right, the one for Rabbit. Natural 1. You get an attack. You get an attack of opportunity because he rolled a nat 1 coming at you. Right, make me an attack roll.
That's a 10 naturally. I don't know what I add to it if I'm just bashing him.
It will hit. So yeah, just roll me damage. I guess as it's improvised D4 because it's kind of an improvised, just like butt of the gun, butt of the crossbow.
I ain't gonna say no to that. That'd be a 1.
That'll be a 1.
That'd be a 1.
1 point of damage, right? Okay. Right. Okay. That's all of their go. Ragnarok, your go.
Kill that boy. Kill that boy. Kill that boy. Kill that boy. Kill that boy.
Ears.
Got that boy thick.
We can't go past 3 lines, can we? No. We're legally not allowed. We
Go
don't have.
around
We don't have to
to
pass.
this side,
Yep.
Sneak attack.
and then
Fool.
I'm gonna
Bro,
thunder
do I
wave
get sneak attack?
Oh!
this guy as well.
Hold up. What's happening?
How far does that go?
15-foot cube.
That's like
Or is it
here.
Okay.
It's they're 10 feet each, so it would be slightly
10
bigger.
feet each.
So it'd be slightly bigger than a 4x4.
That makes sense.
You could take a step back, hit both, but have a risk of an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah.
Up to you, Boyo.
Boy.
Disengaging from action, isn't it?
It is. So you won't be able to cast your spell. Is it cold out there, Bowie?
Does the cold of deep
space make your
nipples go pointy, Bowie?
Oh my. It's definitely an 18 plus show.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
We'll go in the middle.
Yep. First of all, the attack of opportunity. That will be a 13.
Please be thick. Be thick.
Don't sound thicker than
It's
you.
not that hard to be
I don't think I'm thick enough.
No.
He's not thicker than you, man. What's up with that?
Damn, boy.
Damn, boys,
What's your
boys.
armor class?
12.
Oh,
Gets
so
you.
squishy.
Oh, is it the crunch?
That'll be 5 points of slashing damage as it claws into you just as you try and like step away. You cast your spell. So, Thunderwave. Do they need to make saves? Thunderwave?
Boy.
Rabbit, you're that pawn
I
on.
am the
Yes.
pawn with a broken neck.
The other one nearest one's getting attacked. That's fine.
Foreshadowing.
Right. Okay. So what happens then, Charlie?
It's alright, you got fixed.
I go boom and they go ouch.
Yep. What do they need to roll?
Thunder damage.
So does it just happen, or do they need to roll a save?
I think it's constant.
Okay, I'm assuming it's a con
It
save.
doesn't
Check.
say it's a con save.
He's not the George you're looking for.
Do I have to?
Does it say that the target needs to...
bust out.
I think we might need to bust out
Thunder
the...
damage, push 10 feet away if they make
Right,
constitution.
T.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything on it about a con save.
I don't even think that time it was like, oh, I don't have any spells.
Oh my god, no. Oh yeah, I have a
Is
level
there
one.
only one who can save this man?
I read very slowly.
Right. Okay. So two Constitution saving throws. Right. And what's your spell DC that they need to beat?
Spell DC.
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma bonus. So it should be 10 plus your charisma bonus.
Plus 2.
So 12. Okay. So if they get 12 or above, they beat it. Okay.
Sorry.
Ooh. Okay. That would be a natural 1 and a 9. So both of them failed. Roll me damage, and they both get blown away.
2d8.
Which is, yeah,
2d8 is a thick amount of damage.
Thick amount of damage.
That's a big number.
It's a large number.
That could take me down.
That's the proper ASMR session that was then.
Ooh.
that's 13.
Psych.
Ooh.
That's the wrong number.
Yeah. Each. Yeah. Okay.
Kill them.
There you go,
I'm too weak. Unlimited power.
So you see as Ragnar stabs his rapier into the ground, this this wave of thunder energy just blasts through the chamber, and these body just disintegrate and just collapse onto the floor. And Rabbit, you see as this blast of arcane energy just sound waves through this blast of sound, and the zombie just gets blown out.
What is happening?
It's the most multi-character in the world, man.
Right. Okay. Tiberius, you're up. What are you doing?
Yeah, Ray's not doing anything. I will turn around gracefully with my long sword
Spin
and
back.
just whoosh.
You're going to do Wacky Phoenix Joker yet?
Yeah, just like with my long sword.
Yeah, so you turn around.
But it's still a bit too big for me.
Make me an attack roll. Yeah. So it's you're still struggling with like the weight of this sword. And you just,
7 plus 6, 13.
that will hit.
Big boy, this is.
Like I say, these zombies are easy to hit.
I'm
This is
feeling,
D8
feeling
plus
down.
4.
Campaign. First battle of the campaign.
That's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Okay. Nice. Okay. He's still standing. You take a good old gash him and go straight across his chest. Right. Okay. Next is Fetch. What are you doing, Fetch?
I'm going to stab it twice with 2 daggers. One of them's glowing.
Make me 2 attack rolls. Then I go.
Small little bird on this. It was the chicken one.
The outside world is mental.
One of them is...
This has been a day for Rabbit.
Rabbit has had an experience. to say the
One of them's a
least.
7 and the other one's a 19.
7 doesn't hit. 19 does.
19 does, okay. 4 damage.
Is that the one with light on?
The one with light plunges into the zombie. And the room goes completely dark.
Oh, yeah, that's
Hey, I'm still.
It's like a lava lamp.
Yeah, the zombie just like...
You know, it's
Sounds
more
This
zombies.
old lady zombie.
I'm like up to this lady's like chest.
And Rabbit, this is kind of horrific for you to see. You knew this old lady. She's just like with this light stem dog.
It's fucking rainbow bird on her roll.
Then I yank them out.
Oh shit.
Okay. So
And I try and run away.
you're gonna run away.
Yeah.
You're running
Run
away.
away.
You get an opportunity attack.
That's
on
fine.
you, but yeah, that's
I'm running
fine.
away.
Okay. Okay, that'll be a 21 to hit. She hits you.
Shit, no, I'm gonna die. Yeah.
That's the 9 points of damage.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
It just slams into the stone floor.
Joe Bird's like flying to Wonders by accident.
Does the dagger stay lit? Or is it
Yeah.
concentration?
Is light concentration?
No, it's not. We already checked.
It's
Yeah, we already checked.
So we've got one down, yeah?
Okay, so now it's the zombies' turn.
Not good, not good, not good, not
So
good.
first one, the one that's near you, Tiberius, is going to go for you.
Yeah, cool.
That'll be an 11. I'm assuming that misses. Okay, and the one is going to...
Critical hit.
First session, though.
Reroll.
no, it's going to go for the ones that still seem to be alive. So it's gonna be
I don't care its own kind. Racist.
Their eyes are based on movements.
That's a 10. That's a 10. Yeah, so you see it coming from behind, block the attacks out of the way. Rabbit, you see another light come from far. This
Hey, there's another thing.
body that was on the floor, but this one that you didn't quite notice, this short and stout figure, tears out of the wrappings, gets up, stands and walks towards you. A figure you could easily recognise. It's the undead form of your dwarven friend of Elrith. He steps towards you. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
That'll be an 11.
You are scared stiff and you are classed as frightened. Your friend, who you thought was dead, who you saw being buried, is walking towards you. You're just scared stiff. You're just staring into space. Right, okay. Raknuk, you'll go. What are you doing?
Big boy. Big bold boy.
It's Jesus.
Oh shit, it's Jesus.
Ah, it's Jesus.
Healing word on
Can that even reach?
Bonus action, yeah?
60 foot.
I thought it was 30 foot.
No,
Man, I've been living a lie my entire life.
20.
Oh,
Hang on.
be in the game.
Can he reach? 10, 20, 30.
Yeah, it will reach him. So as you go down and hit the stone floor, almost like a few seconds afterwards, it seems like a fetch. How many hit points does he get back?
2.
Still more than I had.
2 plus
It's like half
One.
his hit points.
spell casting.
Max it.
Uh,
HP.
2.
Get back.
4.
That's enough. Alive.
We only had 4 in the first place.
Alright guys, no need to be pitchy. Fucking hell. Right, okay. That's your go then, Raknuk. Tiberius, what are you doing? Oh no, that's just a bonus action to cast that. What do you want to do as your action? You've seen that Rabbit is now scared stiff. He's just staring, and you've now noticed the dwarven undead heading towards you.
I'm gonna pick him up and move him out of the way.
Okay.
Move him like there.
Okay. Yeah. So just sort of moving out of the way. Okay, that's fine. I'll say that would be your action to move him. To almost shove, I guess. Tiberius, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shout Ray.
First steps.
Ray!
Funny, that's what Finn does for the entire trilogy.
Ray!
First one, though.
It's
The
R-E-Y,
second one
I
he
guess.
shouts Rose.
I'm gonna see if she can
You don't get it. The story's
Get
too
to-
advanced for you.
get to Rabbit and kind of
Understand the
phase him.
Last Jedi and its genius.
Not sure how.
Right. So
So I'm
repeat that for me.
going to command Ray
Yeah.
on her turn because she's been behind all the time to kind of swoop down to Rabbit and just try and unphase him. I don't know how. I don't know how I would say that simply.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. That
you want
makes
to say.
sense. I would say, Rabbit. Make me another wisdom save, please. See if you can get out of this.
That's better. That's a 17, naturally. +2, so that's a 19.
Right. Okay. So this like sudden flurry of wind just goes in your face and blocks your vision from your undead friend, and you just see this like little dark figure. And as the light sort of going all about with this small little light dagger that was coming from Fetch, you see like these almost like bat wings, just like and a small little like scales and red just flashing before your eyes, and but then just and she just flutters away. But you're out of the frightened.
Cool. Okay. I'll take my turn when I have a swab at this guy. Is that the guy I hit? No, is this...
That one's the old lady. That one's the guy who you were attacking before.
Yeah, I'll hit the guy that I already hit before.
Yep, okay, maybe an attack roll.
So natural 18 plus 6, so 24.
That definitely hits, yeah, roll me damage.
Love this bloody sword, man. 8 plus 4. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Now on bottom. Bottom centre.
And the body just cuts apart, and his gown.
Shit.
Okay, Rabbit. Rabbit, what are you doing? You're not frightened anymore.
Good.
However, your friend is still standing before you and heading towards you.
Yeah, I'm still gonna. I was on this one, wasn't I? Yeah, because it rotated me. I'm still gonna avoid and run 10, 20. What square is he on? He's on that one, so 30. Alright, I'll stand there and I will pistol whip.
Pistol whip. Okay, that will be done with advantage because you're flanking. So yeah, make that attack.
Nat 20 and another nat 20.
Wasted.
Wasted.
Okay, roll
Both of those
roll
damage
d4
charged.
roll d4 with
Mine-
damage and double what you roll.
And you get double that as well, because our advantage works with double 20s.
Yes!
2, baby!
Yeah!
A whole 2 hit points!
Yeah.
Boom!
So you pistol weapon to a woman.
Yeah.
That sounds really bad, doesn't it? So she's almost basically on one knee now. She's just like barely holding on, but still like quite aggressive and going for you all. Fetch, what are you doing?
I'm
Or
gonna stand
are you
up.
going to do anything else?
Bonus attack. Just
Oh, bonus attack. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot you could do that. Yeah, make me an attack roll. Go for it. Straight into the kidneys.
that would be a 12 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll me damage again.
It'd be another 1 point. It's like a
Yeah, it's come on. Ow!
half-hearted punch. I don't want to hit a frail old lady.
Yep. Yeah. And she
Trying
just
to get my mind off.
just from the beating, the green light just fades and she just collapses.
I forgot to roll
We're
that
beating
as
old lady. How
well.
about that? Are you up yet?
I
Not
will stand up on my turn.
Fetch, it is actually your turn now.
Yeah.
Rest in
I'm gonna do
peace.
that.
The real Slim Shady.
I'm not slim or shady.
I ain't selling more slade shit.
Do you
I ain't-
stop trying to say my character Shady?
I ain't slim nor shady.
God damn it, Dutch.
I've got a
I've
plan.
got a plane off.
It's firebolt.
I have a
What, are the dwarven undead, yeah, I'm assuming?
Yeah, does that reach?
It should reach. Firebolt.
6 feet.
Yeah, that'll reach.
But 15.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
4.
4 points of damage. Right, okay. Okay, yeah, so it just... And this like flurry, and this burst of smoke like surrounds the figure for a brief second, and just this green light just comes from the smoke cloud, steps through. It's his go. Okay. Okay. Gonna go for Ratnook.
Row.
Okay, that's a natural 2. It's because it was botched, I do promise. But it was a natural 2, I rolled it the second time anyway, so... Yeah, Josh seems to think I cheat, so...
Where did he get
Get rid of the screen.
That's definitely me. Wait up.
Why are you getting to the screen?
Get rid of that DM screen, coward.
The screen adds the mystique.
DM in front of us,
It
boy.
does have the mystique. Anyway,
It's all about.
yeah, so Ragnar, you see that this dwarven undead come at you and swing his thick fist out right at you, but you just block it out of the way and he just doesn't manage to get any damage on you. He's going to take another swing as well. That'll be a 19 to hit this time.
Yeah, that hits.
Not good.
That'll be a 8 points of damage as he sort of slams into you. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh wow.
Are we bad? Are we alive still?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
You think boys down?
Okay. Is Ragnarok's go out straight after, so you need to make me a death save, I suppose.
Yeah, roll the rubber, Charlie, mate, yeah. Oof.
That's a 6.
Yeah, it's just a straight 6 with death saves, there's no adding to it. So, okay, that's one failure.
Actually, I'm going to keep him up because I want to go around that way.
Okay. Right. Tiberius, what are you doing?
Can I... I'm 30 feet, 1, 2, 3... No, I can't. Can I try and stabilise him?
If you make me a quick medicine check, you see if you can do, yeah. It'll be your action, but yeah.
That's cool. Look.
You're right next to him, that was Rabbit that you just moved.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one.
You were...
That's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that successfully stabilizes him. Charlie, you don't need to make death saves. However, he is still unconscious.
Cool.
You see that the hit is sort of just knocked him one and like hit his temple. But you check on him just as this dwarven undead is sort of standing over the both of you. But you just manage to drag him out of the way slightly and manage just to make sure that his heart's still beating, that he's still with us. Rabbit, what are you doing?
After seeing his newfound companion Ragnar get taken down, Rabbit is going to bolt forward and go, "Stop it!" And just falcon punch. 10,
Naruto
20,
versus Sasuke,
30, 40. I'm going to blast this fucker.
Yeah, go
Unarmored movement.
He's a gamer.
Oh, he's a monk.
He's a
Ah.
gamer.
That was
He
the-
gets extra
gamer.
2
He's a
attack
gamer.
rolls with your bonus action for me.
No, he drinks G Fuel.
That would be a 14 for the
That will hit.
first. Nice.
So I don't need my fucking crossbow at all.
Not so good. Can we bust out Flurry of Blows, though? Can we do that? Maybe we should.
Oh, well.
Let's do that. Yeah, I'm going to smack him again.
He just remembered he could do this.
He's like, I'm the one.
That's a nat 19, so that'll,
Nice, okay, so 2 hits.
Right, roll damage for that one as well,
that'll be 4 points of damage in total.
including modifiers. The first attack should get a modifier.
Yeah, I don't know whether the next one does or not, but that will be 6 in fact.
6. Okay. Hitting this dwarven undead body. He's still up and standing. It would be Ratman's go, but he's still unconscious, so we're gonna have to go over to the. Wait, no, that's not right. Sorry, Fetch, your go. We'll skip you.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna roll that way. Like cool bird boy, and it's gonna be another firebolt.
Fireball. Name me spell attack roll, please.
23.
Mark off.
Yeah, roll me to
He's going.
Yo, it's another 3. I've not rolled above a 5 on that D10. I'm sad about it.
Ooh.
Got a D4 and I've rolled.
Hey,
I've rolled-
I'm still holding that dagger like it's a tack knife, but like fireball hand is like.
Gotta reduce recoil.
It's the dwarven undead's go, so taking a swing at you. Okay, that'll be a 11 to hit. Total.
Me.
Rabbit.
That will not hit.
Okay. His second attack.
Blocks the weapon with his arm.
That'll be a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Takes another swing at you. Right, okay.
I'm getting hurt.
That'll
Getting
be
hurt.
7 points of
Getting hurt.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Getting hurt.
2 of us have died, so.
I'm still here,
Ready.
but I'm not doing well. I just deleted my max hit points. Hang on.
Delete.
I rubbed out the wrong thing.
Yeah, okay, so that's his turn.
This is why I don't play wizard. I'm not smart
Ragnarok,
enough.
once again, we have to go over your go. Tiberius, what are you doing?
Does it count? Oh, actually, I'm this one. Yeah, I'm this guy. This one, me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
you.
that's you.
I'll go 10, 20, 30. Can I get flanking?
Yes.
Okay.
You can.
I will take a hit on my longsword.
Okay, two dice roll then, please. Take the first one.
Oh, thank God. 12 plus 6, or 18.
Yeah, that will hit. Roll damage.
Go on, boy. Big 8, big 8, big 8. Oh, 8
8 points.
until modifiers. Up the back. Should have gone for the head.
his face almost goes like calm for a second as it looks as he looks at you, Rabbit, and as opposed to seeing this aggressive undead face for a second, you almost see the face of your friend.
Oh.
And but then the light, the green light fades from the eyes, and
I catch him as he falls.
hold him up.
All right, you can rest now. I'll get you back.
Okay. So you found the body of Elrith, your dwarven friend. So, what do you guys wish to do now?
That's combat over, I assume, yeah, because I thought the video. Yeah, cool. So.
Okay, we need to.
Do we take him back and bury him?
Trust
Or?
that he's dead. He's not going to move again.
Yeah, I don't think he will. No.
Thank you all for watching our first episode of Tales of Midfel. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to the adventures ahead. If you did, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and feel free to review our channel and share with your friends. We'll see you next time.